welcome to Dawnsburg. Without question, one of the most beautiful shooting grounds in the world.
This ground was built for shooting.
I'd heard about this place for years. Whispers from shooters about the scale, the terrain, and the place's potential for targets. But honestly, this has got to be the most serious landscape for shooting ever.
The mountains, the facility, the possibilities really are endless.
The reason for my visit? German Nationals, one of Europe's most demanding competitions. With shooters travelling from across Germany, Switzerland, and even further afield to take part, the atmosphere was electric. The challenge is enormous. And with 200 FITASC targets to shoot over 2 days, this really is clay shooting at its most epic. Strap yourselves in. This one's gonna be mega. Our host for the event was Lena, Vice President of Dornsberg Shooting Ground, and we kicked off the day with an introduction to the place.
We're at Dawnsburg.
Yeah, absolutely. We're happy that you are here today with us to shoot the German Nationals this weekend.
It's going to be a bit of an event, right? 200 bird FITASC over some pretty testing terrain.
Yeah, the terrain is magnificent for having different birds. We have so many different targets. Yeah, and basically it's the most important competition here in Germany. So it's like, we have around 200 competitors each year coming here from all sides of Germany.
I'm a little bit nervous. I think it's going to be quite testing, quite a fierce competition.
It will be. We have set up a really nice layout with challenging targets, technical targets, but really nice targets as well.
Let me break this place down for you. Dornsberg is built on a system of shooting lines, each one capable of hosting a full FITASC parcours. And each of these vary massively. Some stands are perched high with sweeping views over extinct volcanoes. Some are flatter and more technicals. And others take full advantage of the dramatic terrain to set truly monstrous targets. For this event, they even brought in a few lifts to expand the possibilities of target presentation. The creativity here is endless. This isn't just a FITASC sporting playground though. The ground offers compact, training facilities, and when nationals aren't in full swing, there's plenty of variety for recreational shooters. On the non-shooting side, you got everything a shooter could want too. A shop packed with kit, a cafe serving hearty German food, and plenty of space to relax, swap stories, and soak up the atmosphere. As with any major competition, the real unsung heroes are the referees and their technical crew. Dornsberg has built up one of the strongest teams in Europe, with international referees leading from the front. And a dedicated staff. Without them, it just wouldn't happen. Before we get stuck into that main event, there's one thing we needed to do: the pool shoot. A chance to loosen up our bodies, warm up our banter, and in my case, get reacquainted with the FBX for a few shots. A very useful reminder for a sporting shooter like me of just how different FITASC really is.
I've shot the gun, but not shot a FITASC, so we can have a little practice with mounting it up. We've got a whole bunch of excuses today. In fact, we've had a few laid out already. But so we can shake off the cobwebs, get into the German clays.
Oh, and one final thing. Dornsberg is a steel shot only ground. Even more than the scary targets, I was a little nervous about this. Especially with the UK's looming change to steel. I knew the gun would handle it, but would steel actually break targets at this level? Well, as you'll see over the weekend, the answer was a resounding yes. We were going to kick the day off on B-line. Probably one of my favourites at Dornsberg. A huge valley yawning between us and the hill in front. The sort of backdrop that makes you forget you're here to compete or in fact shoot at all. And the targets? Well, they were a proper wake-up call. Speed, distance, angle, all of these were cranked up a notch above average. My favourite targets? An incomer that floated in from what felt like hundreds of meters away, and a serious looper that you only got one crack at. And that's an important note. With FITASC, you shoot your singles, then step out while the rest of the squad take theirs, before climbing back in for the doubles. From a sporting shooter's perspective, it's forgiving in some ways, frustrating in others.
Stand one down. Remembered that we shoot to the same level we always shoot, which I think we all expect is going to be the day, right?
Yeah.
It's always going to be the day that you're world champ for no reason.
But I hope you enjoyed the targets.
I really did. I'm so gutted. It's the problem with FITASC is I only got one go at that looper and I missed it with both shots.
Yeah.
That's my miss for the stand. I'd quite like to shoot a few more of those.
Yeah.
I left frustrated being like, the beauty of sporting is you get 4 goes.
Yeah.
It's valuable.
It's stunning, isn't it?
Peg 2 brought another crack in view and another test of target reading. Dawnsburg is definitely the sort of ground that rewards repeat visits. Distances and speeds play mean tricks on you across all that cover.
Whoa, nice one.
This is not a ground or a discipline where you can afford to switch off.
Well done.
He likes the FBX.
I left the singles pretty happy, then got a bit flustered on the doubles. Watching Lena shoot after me, I learned a valuable lesson.
So you can double tap the first of a report pair.
Yes.
In FITASC.
Okay, you can double tap any of the clays in FITASC.
Perfect. But you have to shoot the first of a report. You can't just let it sail.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can double tap the first, but you can't just go. No.
No,
I shoot the easy
no,
one.
that's not possible.
The first shot has to go on.
If you shout bang really loud, does that count?
For Peg 3, the targets were more technical than long.
Okay.
Whilst you watch us work out how to solve them, let me introduce the squad.
Nice.
You already know Lena. She's one of the driving forces behind Dawnsburg and very much the squad's big sister. Then there's Robin, who's beaten me every time we've made a film together with Blaser. Something I was determined not to let happen again. He also happens to be the one who supplied the gun I was shooting, so the competition was fierce, but I did try to be respectful.
I'm beating you, which is fantastic for me. Just a little German boy.
Now you will shoot like full.
And then there's Panna from Switzerland, who brought a bit of class and a whole heaps of laugh to the team. Oh, and obviously, me.
Nice shot.
The last peg of B-line was tucked around a corner in a small clearing. After a bit of a mental battering, these were fun little targets. A good chance to warm down before a break. Like all good courses, B-line had it all. Honestly, I could have gone home happy right there and then.
We survived the first parkour.
Great.
But with 175 birds still to go, it was back to the clubhouse to reset for the next challenge. Little did I know, Lena and Panna had a surprise waiting for me.
So last time we met Johnny at Barbary and you told Lena, what did he tell you?
You told us you want to have lots of Fanta, and you told us that you want to have blue M&Ms.
Only
Oh my god.
So we have your face on blue M&Ms, 3 colors of blues, 3 shades of blue with Dornsberg on it.
Yeah, and the competition logo.
That is unbelievably cool.
Eat some of your heads.
You could. I'm going to not return that. Guys, thank you so much. That is wicked.
Filled with high-grade sports nutrition, we jumped back in the cart and headed for our next parkour, A-line.
Dawnsburg is separated into different shooting lines, and
Yes.
that's sort of done in the new style of FITASC. We
Yeah.
shot the B line this morning, up high, a lot of looking down.
Yeah.
We're now down in a valley.
Yeah, we have 8 lines. We have the A line, where we are now, very high targets. And then we have the C line, the B line, which you saw this morning. So the B line we can shoot above, as we did this morning. And then we can shoot the B line as well below. So this is what we will do tomorrow. E line this afternoon. And then we have our panoramic line as the final for today. It's the C line, the one with the nicest views. And then tomorrow we will shoot the G line. The G line is the new one we have. So tomorrow we will be the very first persons and squad to shoot there.
I'm excited to be a guinea pig,
Yeah,
and they've all got a slightly different flavour,
yeah.
and that's kind of exciting. Which is your favourite?
My favorite is the C line
Okay.
because of the views. But I think each line has its own charm.
And we've been to some, and they've always got a bit, but every piece here just looks like fun target setting.
Yeah.
Walking into peg 1 on A-line, there was a high bank with high trees ahead of us. Using our time to watch the squad before us, I knew big gaps were coming.
Way quicker than I expected. Yeah.
And luckily this wasn't my first time with an FBX, and I managed to crush my way through most of the singles. Lena was first up on the doubles, and after an exceptional display, she missed the very last, easiest bird of the course.
Oh my
Come on!
It's okay, it's all right.
That first shot was so good.
I managed to do exactly the same thing.
You should not watch me when I'm shooting.
I did exactly the same, and I owe you a beer.
It's worth mentioning that me and Robin were also running side games of shoot for a beer.
Wir haben
Wanna shoot the
auch
orange?
einen Drücker dabei, dann kommen wir.
Whether it was betting on the peg or just the final pair, the loser buys the other guy a beer.
Nice!
There we go. I just saved myself having to buy beers. Do you want me to do it from the hip as well?
And reminded us what this game is all about for about 95% of shooters. Having fun.
Out the right hand side of that. Well, that went not quite to plan for both of us on that last bird.
I was about to say, yeah, it's really, I was so excited that I hit the difficult one that I completely, failed on the easy target.
Made enough of the first one and made way too much of the second.
Yeah, I think so too.
Standard pair,
Yeah.
off-speed pair.
But it was a nice start.
It was
I
a
think
good start.
We did not too
I lost
bad.
a beer. I had to buy someone a beer.
Yeah.
And now Robin's going to buy me 2 beers.
Yeah, I think we will have all enough beers in the evening, so don't worry.
Well, look, he's beat me 2 out of 2 times so far, so I feel like I'm 2 up on him technically.
Yeah,
Or
I think
now
so
we're
too.
equal, and whatever happens here, we can just be friends.
And we have different sorts of beer, so you need also to drink more because you need to try everything.
Oh, this is like a
right?
cultural experience I'm being forced into.
Absolutely.
Oh.
It's not only about the shooting, it's also about experiencing German culture.
I'm not going to say no.
I thought so.
Let's rock it.
Lena said it best. You can travel to shoot to win, or you can travel to shoot for the experience. Judging by my performance so far, I knew which one I'd be focusing on.
If you could paint a stab with my worst targets, this would be it. 2 distant quartering aways. Really never been in my bag. Add a mini, and I find minis very stressful. But I've seen it being broken by the team before, and by Panna. So let's just get on, shall we?
In truth, it went better than expected.
G from behind.
The targets looked horrible, but that forced me to focus. I only missed one, the same bird everyone else missed. A right to left bird crossing up the bank that didn't look anything special. Once we'd wrapped the peg, we even jumped back in, gambling on yet another beer, and discovered that indeed this target was completely unhittable.
I hate it. I don't know.
Peg 3 was set in a tight clearing at the bottom of a bank. 3 singles were on offer and I was first up. We had a fast crossing left to right in front of you, a sneaky battue from behind, and a decent left to right crosser through the trees. With these close fast targets, I always try and switch my mind off, trust the gun fit, trust the training, and let instinct take over. Surprisingly, we all nailed those singles. And as I watched the others run clean through the pairs, the pressure built.
Get in.
Would I be the only one to ruin a full house?
Well done, team. We all did it straight. About time. With them caffeine pills, Sash.
And now, Peg 4. Possibly my favourite here at Dawnsburg. It's a proper shooting arena. There's a small valley below your feet and the targets on offer stretched into all the space available. We had a long quartering bird to the left, a big looper, a nippy little right to left underfoot, and a monster crosser I was convinced steel would never touch. These were all tough as singles and downright brutal as pairs.
Robin, mate, 19 each.
Really?
I mean, we both have moments that we would like to forget, but we're both hero shot that big un.
Yeah.
So I feel quite good about ourselves, but I don't want to end on a draw. You want to win your beer back?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. So what you have to do is pay attention when you shoot, otherwise you miss a pair. That's Johnny's advice for the day. No! So that means you owe me 3 beers, Robin. This is going to be a cheap night out. We're going to have a great time.
Robin 19, Johnny 19, Lena 17, Panna 18.
But I need a star next to her name because I beat him in the final, the super final. I really enjoyed that. Probably 3 misses that were totally embarrassing, but everything else was a fair miss. It was hard, but fair. I think this stand looked incredible, didn't it? But all of us smashed them to pieces.
Yeah, and absolutely, it's like hard but fair. That was also the intention when we set the course. Because, yeah, if you want to be the German champion, you need to earn it, right?
Yeah, 100%. No, you don't want 100 straight here or 200 straight.
No, we want to have maybe 180. Let's see.
Yeah.
That was the target, so we see tomorrow. But
looks like a few boys are on for it after the first 2 parkour.
I think it looks like the average score is at the moment like 21, I think.
Okay, so we're both below average.
Yeah.
That's sad.
No, but you need to give the others a chance as well, so that's nice.
It would be rude, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Look at it. This is incredible. This place really is. And I'm lucky because we've got 6 more left.
Yeah, we have 6 more left.
But first, sausage time.
Sausage time.
Too English for this heat. Too ginger, that's probably the truth of it.
Back at the clubhouse, the competitors rested. And behind the scenes, the Dawnsberg staff got to work. Traps being refilled, bins emptied, and everything being reset with such quiet efficiency that unless Lena had pointed them out, you'd think elves were doing it. For us shooters, it was just time to explore the restaurant. Under Lena's guidance, we tucked into the best of southern German cuisine. Washed down with non-alcoholic Weizenbier. You could see the wiser men and more serious competitors sitting quietly in the shade, recharging and refreshing.
The thing about a FITASC shoot is it does take all day to shoot 100 birds, but that's allowed a lot of time for socials, chilling in the sun, having a nice non-alcoholic beer and some great food in the cafe here. And I went on to E-line. E-line is the flattest, a few short windows by the look of it, and they're really going to use some of these tight hedgerows or bushes to make life a little difficult. But from this first peg, just a quick look, nothing looks quite as scary as what we saw out over the valley. Everything's got a fairly short distance. I suppose the real question is whether we left all of our talent in the clubhouse or whether we can rev ourselves back up and actually get these broke. Either way, we've had a good day so far. From here on out, we've won.
E-line is in many ways the ugly duckling of Dornsberg's layouts. It doesn't have the grand vistas of C-line or the sweeping drama of A-line, but don't be fooled. What E-line lacks in looks, it makes up for with small targets that carry small teeth. All but one of these birds didn't look terrifying on first glance, but there's just enough pace, angle and trickery to keep your ego in check. Peg 2 though snapped me wide awake with a vicious 8-yard crosser. A target that required more gun speed than anything I've faced this year, and this really set the tone.
Had to finish up somehow.
Yep, very good.
Oof, well done.
Like a scrappy underdog, E-line had a way of finding your weak spots. Walking onto peg 3, it seemed pretty unassuming. That was at least until a rabbit came careening out of a tower to our left, looping hard and diving to the ground.
Perfect.
Nice, well done.
You only got one crack at it,
Pull.
and thankfully, I connected. That's the magic of adding towers in. They can turn an otherwise 2D parkour into something spicy.
Which one was your favorite?
Oh, that rabbit off the tower?
The rabbit of the tower?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I'd have loved to have that in a pair.
yeah.
Just power on whack.
Yeah, absolutely. And since you're from the UK, you are used to towers, right?
Yeah, more of that
Yeah.
would make me feel less bad on the scores. These lower edgy targets have always been a bit of a bane.
Yeah.
I think this course is not my forte, as we're showing to the world, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Good variety.
The final peg suited me better.
On this stand? Yes. Okay.
A couple of birds going right to left, a dolly straight out in front, and a nasty 50-meter edge-on crosser. Robin, knowing there was beer on the line, stepped in and smoked every single one.
Nice.
Done.
Well done.
Good work.
Like that.
How'd you follow that, eh?
Well
With the pressure of a beer on the line,
Nice.
I managed not to miss any of the singles either.
Yeah.
Woo.
All right, Robin.
Very
Down to
nice.
the last pair, baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You really want to be.
But I really don't want to buy my beer. I'm British.
Nice. Nice. You want to shoot the tower bird again, or? Yeah.
Double it? No, I'm all right, thanks. Gambling man just got 4 beers.
Ah, nice.
With that, it was time to head back for a quick break, smash a few German Fantas, and try to muster some energy for what was coming next.
Is everybody happy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Relatively speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, we have a good time. The weather is nice. We hit some targets.
Targets.
I'm happy about the tower one. We're having good food.
We have some moments.
Yeah.
There were moments of
We
grace.
have
Yeah.
moments. Yes.
So the next one is my favorite line. It's the C-line. It's the one with the panoramic stands. It's really nice. So we have a great view also on like the extinct volcanoes here around. And yeah, also again, some nice targets, some hard but fair targets, tricky targets, and really looking forward to it. Yeah.
I think we've all proven that we're quite good at the really hard stuff.
Yeah.
It's everything up to there that we suck at.
Yeah, we need to be challenged, right? So
Yeah, if we don't, anything less than 10 foot of lead's not enough.
yeah.
Remember, you don't need to pay, so
Yeah.
The first peg was a gentle warm-up. Some belly birds high in the sky and a couple of soft crosses to get the gun moving. Thankfully, I walked away from this stand at least with a solid score. And then we walked round the corner into something extraordinary. one of the most spectacular stands I've ever seen.
Cool.
A stand with a panoramic view doesn't quite sum it up. You had a vast valley stretching out in front of you. The sort of scenery you'd happily frame on your wall. But there wasn't time for admiring the view. The squad in front of us was soon done and I was first onto the peg. We had a bird scooting down the bank into the valley, a seemingly simple crosser, a pretty indescribable bird rolling and quartering away to our right, and a MIDI drifting through the sky with no clear reference point. I was hanging on with second barrel kills on this peg. Lena, on the other hand, showed us why this was her favourite stand at Dawnsburg.
That was beautiful.
Stylishly running it clean.
Very nicely done.
As we were the last squad of the day, the epic referee gave us a few bonus attempts at birds we'd missed. We eagerly used these, perhaps unwisely, burning out the last drops of energy trying to conquer the ones that had beaten us.
No wonder it's your favourite stand.
Yeah, it is. In fact, I really love the targets, like with that background. So maybe that is why I shot so well.
Proper impressive shooting.
Thank you.
Now puts you in the lead of the group, which is...
Oh, don't put pressure on me. Yeah, let's see.
We'll just end the video here. I mean, we've ended the video 3 times now.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think that is really the nicest stand of all.
I don't know. The view is incredible, but there is so much to choose from here.
Yeah.
C6 wasn't exactly a downgrade in scenery. With an extinct volcano framed by rows of trees in the distance. The singles here went well, a couple demanding a super quick mountain move. But when it got to the pairs, we weren't so lucky. Robin and I managed to miss the opposite pairs to each other, which at least gave us a laugh.
Nice shooting, mate.
Thanks, Johnny.
Fair to say we're getting a bit tired now.
Yeah.
But I also think that the pairs on this, are way harder than...
It's a timing thing. So if you look at the clays at the single, they are not that hard. So if you have the right timing, and that's the difficulty at the doubles, yeah.
Yeah, for sure, right? And I think also you do such a low hard mark to that one that actually coming in and taking the proper second shot, almost disengaging and re-engaging.
Exactly.
At this stage in the day,
yeah.
I think we deserve a couple of pairs each, just so we at least get breaks on camera.
Yeah.
There's almost a sacrifice in this pair, right?
Yeah.
If you want to nail the first, it's going to make your second a little harder, but like there where you took your time on the mount in the first, made it much harder bird, but you were well set up for the second.
Exactly. So if the timing is not correct on that too, actually on the looper you have to have the right timing.
Yeah.
Otherwise it's gone.
Yeah. You don't have time to see a picture, do you? It's just that whack.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
As the sun set lower in the sky, this ground really came to light. Dawnsburg exists thanks to the support of the Earl of Douglas. I was told that he's a keen sportsman himself, and the collaboration between himself and the club shows in how beautifully this land has been developed for shooting. Peg 4 was our last test of the day. And what a test it was.
And I get to go first. What a treat. Thanks, guys.
You're very welcome.
This could be the hardest stand we've seen so far.
A fast overhead duck, a soft left to right looper, and then two absolute beasts. One from the left and one from the right.
Nice.
Easily 50 meters plus. In the fading light they were hard to range, and truthfully, I'd have preferred to shoot these with fresh eyes and a fresh mind.
Yes.
That was way easier than I made it.
Still, I made the most of it, not embarrassing myself completely, and rather surprisingly, once again, steel shot proved itself, breaking those long birds incredibly. The rest of the squad stepped up and hammered their way through the clays.
Yeah, nice.
The scores almost didn't matter. We'd had plenty of hero shots, more than our fair share of dismal misses, and more laughs than most FITASC squads manage in a season.
All things considered, new ground, gone off shot a bit now, but have learnt to trust massively.
Yeah.
It's been good.
Yeah, that's also one thing I noticed back in England. So trust the gun. You have really to trust the gun.
100%. And I think certainly as we got more tired, you really had to put your faith in it a bit more, which is hard because we want to be the main contributing factor.
That's right.
Certainly as you start to get a little bit more tired after a long day shooting clays, but it's, I mean, I've been pretty vocal about it. We made a video about it. I don't think there's much more to say other than if you haven't watched it, watch it. And this is an actual world-class gun from Plaza. Not that others weren't, but they weren't my cup of tea. This very much is.
So, but one question: how was it shooting without a bead?
It's my preference.
Does it help you?
Yeah, it really does.
Really?
Yeah, certainly on the ones you have to disconnect from. I shot maintained with pictures for most of my early career because I just found it easier. And at club level, you can really get away with it.
Yeah.
Meeting Ed and learning how to shoot better. I think for me, you know where the gun is, you can see it. The stock's set high, I can see the rib. I don't need a bead, I've got 32 inches of bead. And so for me, I find that a lot easier. Certainly, we've had a few targets today, 4 or 5, that the lead didn't look anything like what you expected, right? You had to give it double what everyone gave it, and we all stepped in and did the same thing until we had got the second chance and punched into a space.
Just remember the super minis. Yeah, it's a completely different side picture. Yeah.
That's it. The bead bird over there, there's
exactly.
just been a ton of them, and if I'd taken a bead off, if you've got to disconnect and put it into a space, get uncomfortable, I find that so much easier. Thanks for sponsoring the event, mate. I appreciate that there's bigger events in the world, but actually looking after your own country and putting on an incredible event like this,
it's nice and fun.
Me and the rest of the 200 shooters really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
After a long day out in the field, it's fair to say we'd worked up an appetite. Luckily, we didn't have to go far. Dawnsburg has its own on-site restaurant. And it's no ordinary clubhouse cafe. It's a sublet venue in its own right, hosting weddings, parties, and other events throughout the year. So, as you'd expect, the food and service are just a cut above. With great food and great company, we had a chance to unwind before heading back into the competition the next day. And that, as I've said many times, is what these events are about. Moments like this is where the real memories are made. When you come to a place like this, you've got to enjoy everything the region has to offer. The real selling point is that it's only a quick flight from most of Europe, straight into Zurich, and then only an hour's drive. You can rent a gun here on the ground, have a crack at some clays, and then go enjoy the culture, food and hospitality of southern Germany, all wrapped up with a beautiful view of Lake Constance. We started day 2 with Marcus, the president of Dornsberg Shooting Ground. I was keen to hear a little of the history of this place and where it's heading.
Marcus, Mr. President.
Nice to meet you.
Dawnsburg is, or has been around longer than I've been shooting, right? What is the history of the place?
I started shooting on Dawnsberg at the year 1988 with 2 or 3 machines, and then it grew up, get bigger and bigger and bigger. German championships, we have a lot of them. Then we have 2 European championships. The biggest competition was the World 2002.
There's about a dozen, 10 or 12 events a year that you really put on a show.
Yeah.
A sausage and ham shoot.
Yes.
That's German.
Really German, yeah.
And I guess for people like me, who aren't German, we can come and go out with a caddy or a coach and just go and enjoy the process. Rent a gun off of the shop, which is a nice shop.
Thank you very much.
And on a daily basis, is it like this? Like all the lines are open, or most of the lines are open, and you can come and experience some of this?
Yes.
It's incredible. Dawnsburg went to steel a few years ago.
Yes, we started steel shooting in the year 2004.
Which removes the opportunity to have a world here, or has it?
Yes.
But with all of Europe and the UK, moving to steel in a few years' time.
Yeah.
I guess those new lines are going in preparation for it to come back up.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I mean, this is a hell of a place for shooting, isn't it?
Thanks a lot.
Just
Dawnsburg really does have everything you'd want for a world championship. Terrain, facilities, staff, and a landlord who actively supports their success. Steel shot is not bad. People should not be nervous about making the switch. All you need is a gun that can work with it appropriately. I'd been running a modified choke, effectively full for steel, and it performed valiantly all weekend. The breaks were as big and as satisfying as any shooter could want. With the shooting world heading this direction, grounds like Dornsberg are already proving it works. And I, for one, can't wait to see them on the world stage in years to come. For now though, it was time to get after it once again.
Good morning.
Good morning. I think it will be another exciting day.
We're gonna have fun. In terms of targets, yesterday we saw a huge amount of variety.
Yeah.
A couple of very close stands, a few very big ones.
Yeah.
But you didn't ever really know what was coming. There wasn't much of a theme, and that's because there's 4 of you as target setters, right?
We did it as a team. So Marcus, Johannes, who is the head of parkour design for us, and Johan, who is the sports officer, and myself. And yeah, the main work but was done by Johan, Johannes, but we are always working as a team when we have such big competitions, yeah.
Yeah, if you think how many traps you got to move around these rather big hills and valleys.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes you think, okay, just put this trap from here to there, and then it takes 2 hours because you need to adjust, and then it's not flying as you want.
Cut
and then
600 trees down just to get it there.
Yeah, exactly. We needed to, cut some, let's say, branches to make the layout happen, yeah.
In terms of actual course layout, it was great as well. There was no hold-up stands, no birds, just a good experience.
Yeah, but it's also because of our traps, right? Because if you have a shooting ground at that size, you need really reliable traps, and this is why we rely here at Dawnsberg on Laporte. Laporte is really great traps. Everything goes smoothly, nearly no birds. The team is very happy working with the Laporte traps. So yeah, even there's nearly no maintenance needed. And
especially when you're dragging them up and down mountains.
Absolutely, they are very robust. We have them standing around the ground the whole year. And yeah, it's working perfectly.
Well, even in the snow?
Even in the snow and in the winter, so they are able to take it all.
So D-line isn't the most scenic of layouts here at Dawnsburg, but don't let that fool you. The targets here were tight, fast, and all about timing. First thing in the morning, Robin had asked to borrow my shot cam for the day. I had thought that was a generous thing to lend him, but turns out it was pure sabotage.
Yeah.
It's been a interesting start to the morning.
Without that shot cam to balance out my gun, this first peg and the rest of the parkour wasn't pretty. The birds here didn't look particularly hard. If anything, they looked some of the simplest we'd seen so far. But that was deceptive. They chipped away at my and our confidence, and without a strong first score, we all came out feeling like we'd been caught napping.
Oh, Robin 17, Johnny 15, Lena 17, and Panna 19.
Panna's back.
Great.
And as far as I'm concerned, this is one more piece of evidence that dictates why I am not designed to be on the first squad out.
Well, I don't know about you, but the start to my day was not as good as I dreamt last night.
It was quite similar, mine, yes.
Yeah. So I gave you the shot cam because I wanted to see how you shot. Yeah. And I took the shot cam off here, and I realised I never shot this gun without a shot cam on.
Yeah, it's a huge difference. I noticed it.
We never bothered rebalancing, right? Guns, you can get balancing weights easily.
Yeah.
But without the shot cam, with the shot cam, it's pretty much perfectly neutral.
So you have a big stock on that gun, so
stock. Yeah. And I tell you what that did. Made me shoot really horribly. And I think gun balance is one of those things that people talk about, but it's only when you're pushed out of your comfort zone that you really feel that difference.
Yeah, it's even more important when you shoot such technical targets, where the gun has to be on the spot. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So this now, is a little bit front heavy, but I like it. I like it.
Just under a centimetre in front of the hinge.
Yeah.
But the control you needed, certainly on those targets.
Yeah.
I think there's a few of the pegs yesterday where I would love to rip. There was no rippers out there.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't super pretty. So, hey.
Yeah. So you want the shotgun back?
No, I brought a spare.
Perfect.
I'm not going to take it away from you. You're
Yeah.
shooting so nicely with that
Yeah,
one.
it was felt very good. Yeah.
Look, we're going to have a good time regardless. G-line next.
The G-line is our new line. Today is the first day,
All in these dark woods.
all in these dark woods.
Okay.
Nobody has ever shot it before that day. So it's really exciting. I have never shot it before, nobody of us, and
Yeah.
yeah.
I have nothing to say other than couldn't be worse.
The beauty of virgin ground is you get virgin targets.
Oh.
The course setters look at the terrain and they think, let's try this.
Well done,
Well done, nice.
Team, go team.
And so although targets may improve in technicality and difficulty, they are usually the most fun the first time out.
Hey, there's been a lot of work to put this in. Big trees don't move themselves.
No, absolutely not. And it was a lot of work. The team did a very good job, let's say a great job to set up this new line. It's 3 stands, really in the deep of the wood. And we have some challenging light here. So you will see it on the next stand as well. So it's on some spots very light, on other spots very dark. So it's a little bit challenging from a focus point of view on the target. But yeah, we're really happy. It's
Completely different to any other line we've seen so far, right?
yeah, absolutely.
I made a decision. Stop following Robin's cadence. Like all good shooters, he's calm, collected and methodical. And I realised in that moment that I needed to stop letting his calm, methodical style dictate my rhythm and just run my own ADHD race. It was time to get at him.
Nice.
The targets on this second stand weren't too tricky, but they gave me the confidence that the change of pace was working. Walking on to peg 3, that confidence was tested and true.
Nice.
One particular bird, a right to left, rolled in and out of patches of sunlight, vanishing against the background and reappearing just as you were ready to pull the trigger. It's one where gun fit made all of the difference. You had to know where that gun was whilst your eyes were high, looking for that gun to reappear and drop onto your kill point. The last peg of G-line was one of my favourites of the whole weekend. No huge leads, but a brilliant mix that demanded a clean mountain drive style. With power on, we smashed our way through the stand. There was a great diving left to right, and a rabbit that I fluffed once before just clipping it on my second go.
Was a very small piece,
Tail,
You hit it.
High five.
You hit the tail.
I'll take it.
but you would need a very good dog to get it when you're hunting.
I finished on a 23, shooting with that more aggressive cadence and crucially not looking at my gun once throughout this parkour. This was the sort of parkour where you don't have a lot of time to reference your gun. And so that FBX with its 4D stock was absolutely on the money.
Okay.
Oh, well done, team. I think
Yeah.
if we get in the shade and shoot some slightly softer targets, we're actually really good.
I trusted that it was looking exactly where I was, and I don't think that 23 would have happened with a standard stock. After that rocky start, I was back.
I didn't expect it to make that much difference.
But I can feel it as well. So
Yeah, it's just nice. And it annoys me. I should have smoked both those rabbits. That's not hard.
yeah.
Meh.
Yeah. So I will set up my gun a little bit front heavy. I put the weights in the forehand.
For this game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's just having that weight in your left hand. When you bring it to bear,
Yeah.
you know where it is. I think you could get used to a very light gun.
You
but
can trust the gun 100%. Just
Yeah.
bring it there.
Yeah.
The only upside of being the first squad out? You finish early. which meant that before lunch we had time for a bit of compact, or 5-stand, or sport trap, whatever you want to call it.
Minutes left?
Yeah, I'd say we should play a game of quickest off the arm because it's my favourite game in the world.
Of course, it quickly devolved into the usual nonsense, quickest off the arm,
And if he breaks it where he's trying to, he'll beat you.
silly bets, and even a little trial run of rally clays.
Guys, so this is the C.
Which you might be seeing at Dornsberg in the future.
I'll take quickest off the arm, you take quite good at shooting clays.
And then came quiet time. Out of respect for the neighbouring village, the ground goes silent for an hour each day. It's a thoughtful gesture and one of the ways Dawnsburg stays connected to its local community. For us, it was a chance to eat, recharge, and enjoy more of that seriously good German food.
Everyone's just heading out now. We just had lunch. We had sausage and cheese salad, and I think there's an interesting side to travelling to shoot, because you can shoot clays anywhere, right? You can shoot them at home, you can shoot them abroad, but actually enjoying the culture when you go travelling is kind of part of it. And I can imagine actually just being able to come over and have a weekend here, enjoying some clay shooting, preferably at an event so there's a good vibe and a bit of nightlife. It's memory making, which is, I guess, why I do what I do, and I guess why most of you do what you do.
Our third parkour of the day was F-line. A new layout cut into the bushes near the clubhouse. The first peg set the tone. Speed, power, and variable distance. Most of the far crossers had no visual reference for distance. You just had to guesstimate and send it.
Woo! More meat and cheese salad.
No, it's a Dawnsberg shirt.
100%. With FITASC, there's so much going on, it's easy to get lost in the moment.
Yeah, but now you shot really well on this stand, right? As you have heard the referee, you were the first one who hit all of them, so that's quite amazing.
Yeah, well, I'm lucky I wasn't first in, right? And I got to witness all the mistakes, which is actually a huge benefit.
I think the next stands will be nice as well. So
it's all
let's
to
have a
play
look.
for now.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
There's actually a potential 25 on after a first stand. That's the first one.
Yeah, go for 25 straight.
None of these parkour that we've shot so far is set for a 25.
No, the target is really to have no 25 on one line. But the target is better to say that if you have a 25, it's really only the top 5% basically.
Yeah, I think even the greatest shooters in the world would slip up occasionally on some of these. It's
Yeah.
tough.
Walking onto the second peg, it looked simple enough.
Yeah.
Even though most targets were on full spring. Given you were rushing the gun around to catch them up, there was a teal that punished you if you rushed, but the real hero target here? A left to right crosser that slightly quartered away at distance. Waiting any longer turned this into something much nastier. Somehow, just somehow, I walked out of this one clean too, and I started to think that maybe this was my time. But FITASC and Dornsberg, as always, had other ideas. And maybe I was a little complacent when I missed that easy trap bird twice. Gun movement was key and hitting them once was simple enough. But this kind of target is just difficult to hit every time. Your mount, your move, everything needs to be perfect.
Pope.
And if the singles took discipline, the pair needed luck.
Robin 15, Johnny 20, Lena 11,
Lena.
Pana 16.
Still, this new line had been an absolute roller coaster. Tough, varied, a beautiful walk through the countryside, and all in all, a proper addition to the ground.
Time to dig deep for the last 25. Be underneath. I have seen the scores. Everyone has said that this is not the hardest, but it has been a long 2 days, right? So, no great expectations. Let's have some fun. It's our last go.
The first peg of B from below felt positively British. Driven birds and high loopers.
Poop.
We all smashed through it, though my pace was maybe running a little hot and I dropped one of the pairs. We meandered along to the second peg. Setting a clearing down that little path had 2 birds below your feet, a slow incomer, and a duck overhead. Nothing too complicated, but in such a setting, it did feel special.
Boom, boom, boom. Teamwork, teamwork.
Yes. The stand is like over 20 years old, and it was also overgrown with like vegetation.
And you guys decided to get out for the event.
Yeah.
I was looking at the traps down there and thinking, when we talked about target setting,
Yeah.
that's a lot of effort.
Then came peg 3, and the wheels came off. A hand-dropped rabbit and 2 overheads that I simply couldn't find.
Oh, Johnny Carter.
Overexcitement, overconfident, or just shoddy shooting, the scorecard took a bit of a hit. It was one of those moments that reminded me that breaking targets isn't just raw talent. It's training, planning, and focus for 200 birds in a row. The final peg of the day and the course itself offered a great send-off. We had a good mixture of outbound birds, as you know, not my favourite, and a floppy rolling crosser to our left. As I straightened my way through the singles, so did the rest of the team.
Somewhat recovered. That's how we do it.
And it was back in for pairs. All of us did well, and we all left with a big smile on our face.
Nice. High five.
Good squads are not hard to find in this sport, but great squads like this I would shoot with any time. And with that, day 2 and the entire competition was done.
Lena, thank you very much. That was an incredible experience. Shooting the ground, being part of a relatively difficult competition, having fun for 2 days. It's been great.
I'm so happy that you liked it, and we really appreciate it that you come over.
I'm a big fan of the Dawnsburg vibe. I think we will be back for more fun.
I hope so.
Maybe when it's not serious competition time and we can come and have a play.
Yeah, we are open to anything.
We'll find an excuse. I think it's one of the greatest shooting grounds in the world.
Yeah.
Period. Just
I'm
the
really
mountains,
happy
the
to hear that,
facility.
yeah.
The possibilities really are endless. A lot of grounds are limited. They have to get in a million towers. It's built for it, right? Open spaces, closed spaces, valleys, mountains. A serious challenge on every place just to learn what you're looking at. And that in itself was a voyage of self-discovery.
Yeah, we are really proud of Dawnsberg, so really happy to have this place, and we have so many great plans for the future as well, like new lines, new types of competitions. So yeah, stay tuned. There will come up a lot of nice things in the future.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, perfect.
Beer o'clock.
It's beer o'clock now.
It's Germany. It's the cultural part of the experience, which is
Absolutely,
very important.
which is as important as
Yes,
the
so
shooting
we don't want to
experience as well.
miss out, do we?
No.
Beers.
All that remained was shoot-offs, tea, medals, and the inevitable prize giving. A big congratulations to all of the winners. There was some world-class shooting on display across the weekend. Personally, I managed 3rd in foreigner category and about 20th overall. Which I'll happily take on a course this challenging.
Congrats, champ.
Thanks.
177. Yep, he's a genuinely incredible score around there.
For the layout, I think so, yeah. I was pretty amazed that the targets braked all the way through the end. I had once or twice I came close, but at a mental breakdown like 2 or 3 years ago. So I'm very happy that this time I could really push it to the end.
You held that together. That's a dominant win.
Yeah.
Favorite line, favorite peg?
Probably yesterday C4, you know, the big panorama stand. Haven't shot that for a while. That was amazing.
It was good fun.
Yeah.
And that midi was, I didn't hit it. but it was nice to miss.
It was nice to miss, yeah. We had so many exciting targets on the course. I mean, there wasn't much that was like, okay, you don't have to think about the target, just shoot it.
Yeah, I think I counted 6.
If you take one,
been quite happy with.
If you take one target for granted, you miss it for sure.
But results aside, this event has been about the people, the referees, the staff, the shooters, and my amazing squad. A massive thank you to Lena, because without her passion, vision, and drive, I would never have made it here, and Dornsberg wouldn't be what it is today. This ground is a true gem of European shooting, and what makes it special is the passion that runs through every single part of it. If you're looking for a weekend away with your shooting buddies, with serious targets, great food, and an atmosphere you won't forget, Dawnsburg should be at the very top of your list. Thank you to everyone there for their hospitality and for putting on such a fantastic event. What a ground, what a team, what a competition.
Thank you for watching TGS Outdoors. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. This channel would not be possible without the support of our amazing sponsors. They've supported the channel for a long time. We only work with people we love and whose product we trust. If you want to support the channel too, make sure you check out channel memberships. There's early access content, there's some pretty cool exclusive release content.
My view is you never want to let the bird get past you because you can't see under your gun.
And occasionally we go clay shooting together. We just appreciate your support. Even if you can't, your view is great. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.